Love affair between the Bay Area and a big band music station, radio station, is ending tonight. Newscasts' Carl Sonkin has the story of station KMPX and the man who made it swing.
Tell me, does another love invite you? Do another's lips delight?
They're playing some sad old songs around KMPX today. That's because the radio station was sold, and in a few weeks, KMPX will go off the air. And so General Manager John Jensen was packing up his priceless collection of old records so they can be put in storage in Los Angeles. After that, he plans a long vacation and then worry about what comes next. 6 years ago, John Jensen started KMPX and tried to make it a mirror of the times, the tempo, and the tunes of the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and early 50s.
There's only one big spider back, and that was him right there with the Wolverines, the year 1929.
Bill Harris, you're listening to KMPX San Francisco. My kind of music, yeah.
Part of that era was Bing Crosby, and long before Crosby died, Jensen devoted one entire month to playing every song that Bing ever recorded. Even with all that time, he had to condense Crosby's last 20 years into 17 minutes of tape. He did it by editing together the title line of each song. KMPX had about 80,000 loyal listeners. Some painted pictures for the station. Others rallied around and tried to stop KMPX from being sold. They couldn't do that, but they did win a new KMPX at a different place on the dial and with a little less power.
Let's continue with the good sounds here on KMPX. Rudy Valley's Don't Play with Fire.
The new owners say they'll play the same kind of music that the old KMPX did, but a lot of people are wondering how they'll do it without John Jensen's giant library of historic records.
John Jensen told me he didn't want to be interviewed today. He got news about losing his station only yesterday, and he kind of feels it's like a death in the family. And I guess for a lot of Bay Area old music fans, they probably agree with him. In San Francisco, Carl Sonkin, Channel 7 News Scene.
So it's the end of the story and actually the beginning of another. The 80,000 fans of KMPX's big band sound will not lose out entirely, but the new owners, of course, will have to work very hard to match John Jensen's collection of vintage swing. Time now for Jack Hansen, who remembers all that old-time music, and he will have the weather in a moment as News Scene continues.
A sound that has endeared itself to nostalgia buffs. Radio station KMPX will be going off the air soon. The station's been sold. It'll be changing format. It's been the only Bay Area station specializing in the sounds of the 20s and 30s and 40s, the big band era. And station manager John Jensen packed up his massive record collection today. It's going to be stored away until some other station comes along. For him, he's going to go to L.A., though, and look for bigger and better things, I suppose.
Play it for them down there, or we get to
No,
hear
he's
it
going to put it in storage, yeah.
Good. I'm going to miss some of those sounds, too.